Assalamu alaikum dear students. Hope so all of you are fine and doing well. I am your English teacher and today we're gonna learn about verbs and how to make our sentences more exciting using powerful verbs and adjectives. Dear students, look at these two sentences. The mouse ate my cake. The hungry mouse gobbled my favorite cake. So just wait for a while. Take a deep look and tell me which one sounds better. Yes, the second one. In today's lesson, we will learn how to use powerful verbs and adjectives to modify our language. Dear students, in today's lesson, you will learn to understand what a verb is, find action verbs in sentences, use being verbs like is and are, and use powerful verbs and adjectives. Now initially we're going to talk about verb. Dear students, a verb is a doing or action word. Verbs tell us what is happening or what someone is doing. Here are two examples in front of you. The dog chases the rabbit across the field. Lala kicks the ball into the goal. So, according to the concept that we have learned, the word chases and kicks are verbs because these words are indicating some action. Now we're going to discuss about being verb. The verb to be is a being verb. It tells us what people and things are. We have two examples right here. My journey to school is long is a being verb. You are my friend here in this sentence are is a being verb. Now we're going to move towards the practice exercise. A. Copy the sentences below. Underline the action verbs. The first one has been done for you. Abdullah's mother puts his lunch in his satchel. Dear student, puts is an action verb as it indicating some action done by Abdullah's mother. Now we're gonna move toward second sentence. You have 4 seconds to answer the sentence. Abdullah listens to his teacher. So dear students, you have 4 seconds. Take a deep look to find out the action verb in this sentence. Listen as action verb here. The driver stops the bus. Find out the action verb in the sentence. Stops is an action verb right here. Now we're gonna move toward fourth one. Abdullah chases the butterfly. You have 4 seconds to find out the action verb in this sentence. Abdullah chases the butterfly. Chases is an action verb in the sentence. Now we're gonna move toward the option B. Think of a being verb to fill each gap in the sentence below. Dear students, there are 3 sentences and you have to fill the blank with either is or are. Grandfather dash hungry. Dear students, we are talking about grandfather as it means the subject is singular. So, what you have to put is or are. Yes, grandfather is hungry. Now we're gonna move towards second sentence. Butterflies dash beautiful insects. So here the subject is plural. So what you have to mention is or are. Are. Butterflies are beautiful insects. Now we're gonna move toward the third sentence. Abdullah dash late for the bus. Dear students, again we have a singular subject and we have two options is or are. So what you have to put right here? Yes, Abdullah is late for the bus. Now we're gonna hit powerful verbs and adjectives. Dear students, powerful verbs and adjectives make stories more interesting. Dear students, now we will move towards comparison between two type of sentences. The first one is like the mouse ate my cake. And the second one is the hungry mouse gobbled up my favorite cake. Dear student, just brainstorm for a while and tell me which sentence do you think is more interesting or attractive? Definitely the second one. The hungry mouse gobbled up my favorite cake. Now we're gonna take another example. The dinosaur came out of the cave. And the other sentence is the hairy dinosaur charged out of the dark cave. Which one, according to you, is more interesting and attractive? Definitely, the second sentence is better because it uses a strong verb charged and interesting adjectives like hairy and dark. Now we will move toward practice exercise A. Copy the sentences below, look at the verbs in brackets and choose the most interesting one to fill each gap. First of all, we will move towards option 1. The bus dash up the mountain. So, below we have two options, climb and run. So, which one according to you will suit more? Climbed. Now we're gonna move toward the second sentence. Abdullah dash his bag. We have two options right here, took and grab. So, which word according to you will suit more? Definitely grabbed. Now we're gonna move toward the third sentence. Abdullah dashed down the easel of the bus. We have two options right here. The first one is walk and the second one is stumble. So, which one according to you is more captivating? Stumbled. Abdullah stumbled down the easel of the bus. Dear students, now we will move towards a quick recap. A verb is a doing word, and we have two types right here, action verbs and being verbs. Action verbs show actions, and being verbs tell us what something is. And keep one thing in your mind that powerful words make sentences more interesting and captivating by modifying our language. Now we're going to move towards your home task. Dear students, read the story on pages 12, 13 and 16 and find an example of an action verb and a being verb. Write two sentences of your own using each of the verbs you find. Dear students, we have already read that story in our previous lecture. So now you have to find out an action verb and a being verb. Now we're going to move toward the second task. Look at the story on pages 12, 13 and 16. Find two examples of interesting verbs and two examples of interesting adjectives. Find four nouns in the story. Think of other interesting adjectives that could describe these nouns. Dear students, that's all for today. If you want to ask something or you have any confusion, you can drop a message. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.